heard Simon Jordan banging on about this. Honestly, he owes them nothing. Why do you think he went 18-month contract?
I don't know the answer to the question.
Well, there you go. So they were tentative. They were a little bit wary. Oh, we don't know what we're going to get. And Simon Jordan, honestly, I love Simon, but he does come. He really is quite transparent when it comes through as an owner about how he sees football as an agent. And I heard that Agbonlahor talked about him being a little bit bitter. There is an element of that.
Well, we're going to begin with sort of breaking news. About 20 minutes before we came on, maybe half hour, Christian Eriksen has now signed a 3-year deal for Man United. It's very bizarre. I still don't know how I feel about it, right? But the fact that I still don't know leads me to believe I'm not too excited. But yeah, then I walk in the studio, Andy Jacobs was here, and I said the same to him. He went, "Are you mad? Yeah. Unbelievable signing."
I think it's a great signing. Honestly, I heard Danny Murphy talking not that long ago, and there's one or two others on talkSPORT, really playing it down, saying, is he going to start? He might not start, but now don't forget, we're in the era now where there's 5 subs. And those 5 subs, the big heads, can have deep pockets and get a deep squad. And those subs can make a massive difference off the bench. Imagine having Eriksen come off the bench. Maybe it's 0-0 or away at Spurs or something like that. And you bring on Eriksen, fresh legs, new idea. That's what a great...
You don't think he'll start for United?
He might do. No.
Okay.
I'm not necessarily
it's just
saying
an option you give me.
He's an option. Now, you haven't paid a bean for him, right? He's still... I still think there's a huge amount he can offer. The fact that what he went through, was it 2 years ago now, that dreadful scenes that we all saw, and he couldn't play in Italy. Brentford gave him a chance. They paid for that service. He almost kept them up. You can make a great argument to say that. I looked at the results, and Dan, who we were talking about earlier, who's a Brentford fan.
Yeah.
Oh, how bitter Dan.
Well, he was saying that he thinks it's wrong that he's left. He should owe the club. They gave him an olive branch.
He owes them nothing.
But Brentford fans will feel as though he owes them everything.
I heard Simon Jordan banging on about this. Honestly, he owes them nothing. They paid for his service. He delivered. His contract's up. He can do what he wants.
Okay, let me play devil's advocate here just for a moment. No other club, to my knowledge, came in for him the way Brentford did to give him that chance in top-flight Premier League football. Okay. So with that in mind, yes, he was paid. By the way, I agree with you here. Yeah. But I'm just coming at it from a different angle. With that in mind and the fact that they gave him first-team football and a chance to put him in a shop window, does no one anything? Is it just a thank you? Is that it?
Well, I think him an 18-month contract.
I don't know the answer to the question.
Well, there you go. So they were tentative. They were a little bit wary. Oh, we don't know what we're going to get. If he didn't deliver, if he had a stinker or was injured for the whole time, do you think they would want him back?
No.
Well, you've got to look after yourself in this world. And Simon Jordan, honestly, I love Simon, but... He does come. He really is quite transparent when it comes through as an owner about how he sees football as an agent. And I heard Agbonlahor talked about him being a little bit bitter. There is an element of that, but there is no loyalty. Simon knows that. Simon will sack people. If someone's not doing that job, and Simon's owner of Crystal Palace, he'll sack them. He won't. If that's what he needs to do, and he's moved managers on, and that's the way it should be. There's no loyalty in football. The only way you get loyalty in football is you pay for it.
Okay, so Brentford fans, you can have your say on that, and United fans, just stay with United now as well. So they brought the left back in. Looks like Martinez is coming as well. De Jong, supposedly, that is moving along quite nicely. Barca have said, you've got to go now. We've accepted just over 71 million. Eriksen, I mentioned. Ronaldo looks like he's going to stay as well.
Yeah, the Ronaldo one's odd. I can't work that one out. I'm not sure it's a good or bad thing.
Okay, but with all of that in mind, right, A, how many more, if any, do United need? And B, with this little squad that's nicely being formed together...
Well, I would still say a fullback at right-hand side. Wan-Bissaka, he's defensively he's brilliant. Going forward, he's very limited. And the fact that I don't think he's made an England appearance.
Why? I don't understand why United didn't go for Jed Spence. I don't get that.
Again, why not? Honestly, he has shown and proved what a talent he is. Yeah, but he does both.
Yeah, he's one for the
defensively. He's excellent. Going forward, he's like most fullbacks now are converted wingers. They are. They find eventually, so they have that ability to go forward. And in the modern game, as a fullback, it's one of the most important positions on a pitch.
We've seen it with Trent.
You think about years ago at United, Gary Neville, right? Yeah, it's an important position, but it was really to supply bullets to Beckham, wasn't it? Get on the outside.
And sometimes overlap.
And
take a defender away.
To create space, right? Yes, now, you're the overlapping right-hand side player. You're the one that's going to give you the width. You're the one that supplied the bullets. And the best teams, you look at Liverpool, look what they've got in Robertson and Trent, right? Two of the very, very best each side. They are the two most attacking players. They support, not only they support wide areas, they deliver. It's so important. Chelsea, again, with Chilwell and Reece James, right? We missed them dreadfully when they
totally
both get injured.
without him,
completely.
Yeah.
So the modern game now needs wide players. Jed Spence, it's a bit of a risk because he hasn't played in that.
But it's not when it's 15 million.
No, it's okay. You're right. It's a bit of a risk in terms to put all your eggs. If you're going to say to him, "You're our right back," you're the one we're going to pin our hopes on.
Then it is.
But I think I've seen enough to think it's a risk worth taking.